Do you want to transform a single layout into 2 stunning butterfly cards? Stay tuned. I'll show you exactly how to do that using Stampin' Up's new sketched butterfly stamps and coordinating dies.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nancy, and today we're diving into a fun and creative card making project using the beautiful sketched butterfly stamps and the coordinating dies from Stampin' Up. We'll use one layout and a piece of this pretty designer series paper, and we're going to create 2 unique butterfly cards. Plus, I have a special bonus tip to share with you, so make sure you watch till the end. So let's start by looking at the materials that we're going to need. So again, we have the sketched butterfly stamp set. What's nice about the stamp set, of course, it has the coordinating dies, but you can stamp the butterflies and then cut them out with the outline die. And it also has other dies that cut out really intricate shapes. So we're going to do a little of both of that today. And again, I said 1 simple layout and 2 cards. So we're also going to use the distressed tile embossing folder. And here's a piece of that pretty designer series paper. This is the Perennial Lavender designer series paper. It's really gorgeous. It comes in lots of colors of purples and shaded spruce, and it all coordinates so beautifully. And we're going to use a card base of gorgeous grape. And for the inside, I have 2 white pieces. For the front, I have 2 white pieces. I have a layer of gorgeous grape. I have a layer of that pretty designer series paper, and I have a little scrap of Highland Heather. So we're going to stamp our first butterfly. So I'm going to bring in that little scrap. We're going to stamp it on Highland Heather, and we're going to use Versamark ink, and I'm going to use that great big sketched butterfly stamp. So I'm going to go ahead and ink that butterfly up in Versamark. And then we are going to put some white embossing powder on it and heat it up. And it really turns out so pretty. Wait till you see. So I'm going to bring in a scrap, and we're going to go ahead and lay our white embossing powder down here, and then I'll heat it up. The Stampin' Up sells the white embossing powder. Actually, it comes in a set of 3. It's called Basics. So you get white, black, and clear embossing powders. Okay, so that's what it looks like when it's all heated up. Now I'm going to bring in one of those dies, and we're going to go ahead and cut this out. So I have this die right here, and it's going to cut that butterfly out just perfectly, and I will be right back. So look, it even cut out the little antenna. Before we go any further, I want to tell you one other thing. So we cut this out of a piece of Highland Heather cardstock, but in the Perennial Lavender designer series paper, like I said, there's a bunch of purples, really pretty colors. And you could also emboss on this designer series paper. And I did that earlier just to show you the difference. It's very, very subtle, but depending on what scraps you have around, whether you have a piece of little cardstock or a piece of leftover designer series paper, you can go ahead and emboss right on that pretty paper. And it's very similar. You can just see the little bit of white that's underneath it. Like I said, very, very close, but just an idea, another way to use up some of your scraps. Okay, so let's keep going with our card. So next what I want to do is for the front, I have 2 pieces of white. I have just one that's just a little bit bigger than the other piece, and that's just because it really makes your card look pretty when it's all finished. But we're going to take the smaller piece, and that's where this embossing folder comes in. And it is the distressed tile folder. So I'm going to go ahead and Stampin' Up makes their folders so nice. They have this nice little line there, helps you line it up. So I'm going to go ahead and run that through the machine and give this piece of cardstock some pizzazz with some nice texture. Okay, so there you go. Really pretty texture. And now we're just going to put this card together. And then we'll do the inside too. Okay, so it's a horizontal card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the 2 white pieces to the front of the card, just like that. Okay, and then we're going to glue these 2 pieces together. And you'll notice this is a horizontal card, so I made sure to cut out the designer series paper in the right direction, just like that. So we're going to glue those 2 together. I'm going to pop that piece up right in the center of the front of the card. Okay, now we're going to bring our butterfly in, and we're going to pop our butterfly up too. Just like that. Isn't that pretty? Quick and easy too. So let's do the inside. So again, I have the 2 white pieces, and we're going to do a little bit of stamping. So I'm going to bring in the stamp. This one right here has 4 little butterflies on it, and I'm going to stamp it in Gorgeous Grape. Okay, we're going to glue the 2 white pieces together, and then we're going to put that on the inside of our card. Okay, so this is just a little note card. There's lots of sentiments that are included with the sketched butterflies, which we're going to use on our next card. But for this, I thought it was a beautiful little note card. What do you think? Do you like it? Okay, well, let's change it up just a little bit with card number 2. Okay, so I have the same supplies. And by the way, after the video, hop on over to my blog where I have a free project sheet. So it'll have all of the sizes and the supplies I used and everything that you need to create this card yourself. And it also has shopping links. And if you shop with me, that is my host code. And I appreciate it very much. So thank you for that. So card number 2, same supplies, white for the inside, white for the front, and our 2 layering pieces. This is a vertical card, so I was sure to cut this piece of designer series paper going vertically. And I'll start off by embossing the front smaller white layer with the embossing folder and give it that pretty texture. So again, this is the Distressed Tile Embossing Folder. It's really versatile. It's very subtle, but it really adds so much to your card. So if you don't have that in your stash, it's a good one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue the 2 white pieces to the front. And I'm going to go ahead and glue these 2 pieces together. And now I'm going to bring in a scrap of white cardstock, and I'm going to bring in this die right here, which is so sweet. It's got 3 butterflies, 3 fluttering butterflies, really, really cute. And I'm going to bring in this outline butterfly right there. He's kind of flying sideways. And I'm going to go ahead and cut that out, and we'll put our card together. Okay, so that's the solid piece we cut out. And then we have the 3 little butterflies all together. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And there's a few little pieces here that I need to break away, so I'm going to do that real quick, and you'll see how pretty it turned out. Let me show you on a piece of black cardstock so it shows up really nice. So again, there's our solid piece, and there's our pretty little cutout butterflies. So yeah, the set comes with the set of 3 little delicate ones, and then you get a little one, and then you get a medium-sized one too. So there's so much that you can do with this set. It's really cute. So let's finish our card. Okay, so I'm going to bring this piece back in, and we're going to do a little stamping on that. I'm going to bring back in Gorgeous Grape and the stamp that says Thinking of You. And we're going to go ahead, and it fits just perfectly right on that little butterfly. It's going to fit a little bit crooked, a little bit sideways. But there you go. It fits just perfectly. It's really cute when you get it on your card. So let's go ahead and pop that piece up with our dimensionals. Okay, we're going to put these on the front of our card, but since it's very delicate, I'm going to bring in my silicone mat. And I didn't clean it beforehand, but that's okay. It gives me a good opportunity to show you who haven't seen my little trick for cleaning your silicone mat. So I just take one of these little lint rollers, and I start with a fresh piece. It's nice and sticky, and you just need to roll it over, and it's going to pick up all that sticky glue. Okay, nice and clean. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in our butterflies, and we're going to glue the back, and then we'll add it to the front of our card. So I'm just placing it on the silicone mat to get that extra glue off. That's good. Now we're going to bring the butterflies in, and our Thinking of You is going to go right about there. And I think I will pop that up. And since I have a little space right there, I think I'll go ahead and lay one more butterfly down there. So I'll put a little bit of glue on him. I will use this leftover glue from our silicone mat. Just like that. And I think we could use a little bit of embellishments. So we have rhinestones, or I do have some of these pretty purple gems. I think I'll use some of the purple gems. Now these are you probably can't get these if you don't already have them, but you can always color in your rhinestones. Let me show you real quick. So I got Highland Heather, or if you have Gorgeous Grape, and you can just color in your rhinestones with your little blending, your little Stampin' Blend, and it definitely gives it a nice little tint. Probably can't tell on camera, but it did darken it up to this pretty lavender color. Like I said, I think I'll use a few of these little purple gems that I have. And let's stamp the inside really quick. So I'm gonna bring in Memento Black ink and one of the sentiments that comes with the set, and we're gonna stamp it on the smaller white piece. It says, "Hope is a beautiful thing that flutters in the soul." What a perfect sentiment for the butterfly card. Then I'm going to bring in one of the other stamps, and I'm going to bring back in the Gorgeous Grape. And I'll bring in our scrap. So this is the half little butterfly. So I'm going to stamp it in Gorgeous Grape and stamp off. And then stamp right in the middle of our sentiment. So it gives a real faint little butterfly there in the background. Okay, so let's look at the two cards. In a second, I will tell you that little bonus tip that I had. So again, one simple layout, but two different unique cards. We use the stamp set and embossing powder, and then we used the cutouts for the delicate dies, and then we even stamped our sentiment on one of the butterflies. I think that turned out really, really cute. So this is our little note card, and just another thinking of you card. So do you have a favorite? Let me know, and let me show you what that bonus tip is. Try adding a touch of shimmer to your butterflies with the Wink Stella. Let's see what it looks like. It's really cool looking. Very subtle, but it really makes a difference. So it gives your card just a beautiful little subtle sparkle. That's perfect for any occasion, right? What a nice thinking of you card. I love it. So this set really has so many creative possibilities, and we've only just scratched the surface here today. So stay tuned for more of my ideas and projects using this great set. So I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial and the cards. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more card making inspiration. Hit that bell icon so you never miss a video. If you create this card, you can go ahead and pop a picture in the comments section below in the descriptions, and I'd love to see what you guys make. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to get your project sheet on my blog. I'll see you next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't be shy. Stamp and shout.